Howdy y'all, Michael here. Today is Saturday, February 1st, 2025, and it's a nice cool morning. It's 37 degrees on my car thermometer right now. Now the Alexa this morning told me it was 30 when I first got up. I got up, actually I've been up since about 4 a.m. My alarm was set for 6 a.m. so go figure. But according to the news, today we're going to have a high of 70. Starting in 30, it's going to be 70. That's a 40-degree temperature swing, so that's going to be fun. But yesterday I was just fumbling through my phone and trying to think of stuff to do today. I got several ideas in my head. Some take more effort than others, but I came across a vintage toy show. So I've never been to a vintage toy show. I have a friend that collects toys. In fact, he's got an AT-AT from Star Wars, a big one that you can put the action figures inside it. And he said that his boys, you know, they talked about the vehicles and the house and all that, you know, as part of their inheritance. They're not worried about that. The one thing they're going to fight over is an AT-AT. So there is a passion for it, and you know, it's all tongue-in-cheek too. But you know, he got it original from the late 70s, early 80s. So he's got several action figures from G.I. Joe to Star Wars, and I'm not sure what else. But I don't have any toys from my childhood, but I'm interested to see what's going to be at the show. So come hang out with me. That sun is brutal. The winter sun in North Texas is brutal because it is right in your face when you're trying to drive eastbound. This officially doesn't open till 9 a.m. but there are plenty outside vendors here as well. They got plenty of toys out here. I stopped by Rosa's because I was wanting to get a bite to eat on my way out here, but it looks like they're making breakfast tacos here. Dang. If you're a Funko Pop collector, there's a huge collection here. And a Chucky doll. I wonder how much a Chucky doll is. Pretty sure it's not cheap. One thing I've learned from the ham radio community is you need to get there early, because there's going to be a lot of things you can get a good deal on long before the show opens up. So I'm here early. Plenty of vendors setting up. People are still setting up. I see some more 10x10 canopies going up right now. My friend should have come.
How you doing?
Lots of cool figures here.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Just looking at those figures there, some of them were like $23, but the same exact figure was right next to it and $60. So it depends on the condition there. But he has hundreds of action figures there. Look at this Funko Pop stand. They got a Western Morty and a Western Rick from Rick and Morty. You can come in here before 9 a.m. but that extra hour is going to cost you an additional $12. So there's some serious finds out here apparently. I can wait.
Yeah, these are original. These are that's original. That's the first year they came out. Red lines. That one's 70. Most of my stuff is old.
So that case of Matchbox cars and Hot Wheels and things such as that, those are all original old cars. Some of them well played with. But there's about $20,000 in that little case you just saw. That just blows my mind that you can have a markup on things that have been well played with. But he's got quite a system working over there. I see a lot of them with the Walmart price tag of $1.97 on there. He's selling for 10, so there's a whole wall in original packaging, brand new cars as well there. Line is starting to form. I guess I ought to jump in and go with the flow here. Line's starting to move now. Got my $3. Pay for entrance here. Love this car carrier.
Now I've got a brand new one of these in a box.
Okay, $80. Get the U.S. Postal Service here. Some of their vehicles. That's pretty cool. Oh, we got movie or show vehicles at $15. Oh, Mayberry right there and Andy Griffith Show. That is pretty cool. Oh, this is the dojo. So they're actually having classes in here. Tang Soo Do. The style I learned was Yamaru, which is kind of a mix of karate and taekwondo and some other disciplines. Very quiet room in here. Got a lot of Dragon Balls items. Tons of action figures all over the place. Ah, the clapper. Who remembers the clapper? Let me know down in the comments. Well, here's the main room. Got nice little chandeliers up here. Lots of minifigs. No, all this stuff is a bit overwhelming. I'm not looking for anything in particular. It would be cool to find a Back to the Future DeLorean in one of these Matchbox cars, but I'm afraid it's going to be too expensive for my taste. I'm looking for it. Another cool thing to have, it would be a Cessna 177. If they have any airplane replicas, that would be really cool. But I'm doubting I'm not going to see any of that. So this is Michael and Emma, and Michael's been collecting since '98, and I just gave him a firm handshake and knocked out about half his display here. So what got you into collecting? Look how you started.
Well, I started collecting Transformers when I was a kid, and then I stopped in my teens, and then when I started working, I found out they were still making them, and started buying them again.
Okay. So, I mean, I'm amazed at the price range of a lot of these things. You know, some of them I'll see like for 25, and then you have a very similar one for 45. What dictates what the value is going to be on a toy?
It's a variation of like whether it was available at retail versus a con exclusive, is it an import?
Right.
Some of them are unlicensed, and then you match that up against character popularity and production runs and such. And it can vary a lot. Some of these will be really valuable one year, and then they'll make a new version of the character, and then the value will drop significantly.
So it's like a stock market basically.
Exactly, market trends.
So is this your first show to sell because you said you had too much, or have you been doing this a while?
I think a year and a half maybe.
Oh, okay.
Just pop in every once in a while, see if we can make some space.
Right. So I can get some more stuff in, right? Yeah. I totally understand that. Oh, very cool. You have quite the collection here, so very cool. Is there any of this foreign? You were saying?
Yeah, like this is a foreign version, this is a foreign version. Usually you can tell because I have like a little bit more paint, or like a little bit higher quality deco, stuff like that.
Oh, okay. So they're not slapped together as cheaply as possible for like the American market is.
Hey, you know, they target their market.
Yeah, you can't escape it. Girl Scout cookies. How awesome is that? I remember growing up, my neighbor had a G.I. Joe jet. It was the F-14. This is called the XP-14. Does it have the movable wings with it? The wings move back and forth. $300. Should have got one back in the 1980s when this came out. Is it what year is this from?
That's the new re-release.
The re-release of it. Okay.
Added a bunch of little things to it.
Okay. So we got an incredible collection of DC comic characters here, and Garbage Pail stickers. These are awesome. I gotta admit.
Originals, 85, 86, 87.
Yeah, the 1980s. It's kind of a twisted sense of humor there with the Garbage Pail Kids. These are all hand-painted figurines. What's the base of it?
They're wood.
They're just cut just for this?
Yes.
Okay. So tell us, you hand painted all of these.
Yes, we did.
So tell us about the process and how you came up with this idea.
I saw it online and thought I could do better, actually. So the smaller ones are $10 and the larger ones are $12. You can buy them individually, mix and match, get a whole set. We do a lot of custom orders too.
Oh, do you have a website?
Yes, we do, and I've got a business card.
Okay,
there
right
also.
there. So if y'all are interested, it's called paintandturtle.net. And that's her website. This is Diane. Very cool. There it is, the Millennium Falcon. Looks a little different than my childhood. It's got a little sun wear on it, but what a toy that was. That was such a cool toy. This is Pokemon cards, right?
Sure it is.
And good gosh, you got one right here for $800. Why is that one $800 compared to some of these others?
That card is actually really sought after just because of the artist and the style of that Pokemon. So a lot of people really are interested in that, but the rate to pull that card is really hard. So that's why it kind of like grew over time to that amount.
So how did you come across this card? Did you just buy a pack and it was in there, or did you buy it at a show? How did you?
Well, for that one, what we do is we usually do trades because we like doing trades. Some people they don't have like the money to just buy one straight out, so they kind of trade for another card, and that's how we came across that guy.
Well, that's very cool that it's gone from baseball cards to Pokemon cards, but to just see one right there, just laying there for $800, that's just incredible.
Right.
So. Never played the game, so I couldn't even. Oh, there's some for $850 and $900.
Yeah, these are actually the ones graded by PSA. So these guys right here have been authenticated and they're certified 10s.
Whoa, $1,200.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're in that clamshell.
Right.
Sealed up. That's one of the original Charizard, and those are the cards I've heard about. Like I said, I don't know much about Pokemon, but that's the holographic Charizard that I've heard different YouTubers talking about. But if you're not up for spending $900, here's one for $90, probably more modern day. And you said this one's popular as well.
Yeah, that one's one of the older ones too, from back in the vintage era.
The vintage era. So what is the vintage era?
Well, vintage, mostly things around like, everyone has like their own.
Yeah, basically the Wizard of the Coast era. It's like a really old set. Like you look at this one, that's basically from base set or base set 2. That's came out back then, like at 1998 or 2000. Had a more older style. So the newer modern ones, they have like all this cool artwork, like kind of like from an illustrator or a designer. On the vintage, it's more like kind of basic with a background hollow.
Okay. Well, very, very cool.
Pikachu is like probably like either second or third most popular Pokemon.
Right.
And there's a lot of like big fans out there. I think we have one that's non-graded, same as this one from earlier. This for $460.
So once they're graded, how much? What's the difference between the price from $460 to the graded?
Usually when you grade like a 10, which PSA does a really good job on limiting and providing that value. So usually twice the profit from 400 to 1200. Sometimes it can be 3x, maybe even 4, depending on what set. The more older vintage ones tend to be like 10x because PSA is a lot more restrictive on vintage cars because how hard it is and like you want to make sure that that market stays stable.
Right. This is amazing.
I took the batteries out. We're good.
Hot Wheels Garage.
That's in mint condition.
It's got all these tracks. The cars automatically go up on it. Huge. Gotta have some floor in your bedroom for that one.
Oh yeah.
In your playroom.
Yeah. And you know what's cool about that? You can attach tracks and hook up other sets of these things.
So you can reshape the track and
Oh yeah.
go.
Oh yeah.
Very, very cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
So I could do some damage sometimes. I got all snippy. That arms and legs look like that, but the rest of it is white. Look at that. Demolition Man, $2. There's the Demolition Conveyance right here. Is the world's smallest Jingo. That looks like a choking hazard.
Yeah, I mean, we could have gone back up that way and come down.
So if you're into Legos and you're into minifigs, I think this gentleman right here has got the ultimate collection of it. How did you start in this?
Well, I was collecting them like mostly like a year ago, and then this was my collection, and then I
that started a year ago.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I moved really fast.
So you just go to Lego stores constantly, or how did you get really going on
I
it?
order from Japan, like online. Do business with them overseas.
Okay. So very cool. I just not seen such a compact collection of minifigs before.
Yeah, thank you.
Are they all from Japan, or there's some stateside?
Most of them are from Japan. Some of them are more on brand, and then a lot of then there are some customs thrown in there too.
Okay, that's pretty cool. I've never seen somebody just packed in one place before that. That's very cool.
Thank you.
That and comic books.
Yes.
So what type of comics are you really into here?
I'm not the comic guy, but my dad is, and he would always collect the Amazing Spider-Man, like ever since he was little. So he started selling comics whenever he got older. Like I think he's been doing it for about 30 years.
Oh wow, loving this little alien head. So I was just talking to this gentleman. I haven't seen many sports cards out here, but they're trading that as well as what is this here?
Magic the Gathering.
Magic the Gathering. Okay. So yeah, I'm a little less versed on a lot of these things. So, but I have friends that are very active players of that game, so I should know more.
The only one with Magic out here. We're trying to build the base up so people can come out there for this.
Well, they got tournaments around here. I know that. I see them pop up on the line a lot. But
I've got a few people that they know I'm here and they come out every month. So.
like Pokemon, I've never played it, so never played Dungeons and Dragons either.
You must have had a bad childhood then.
I'm actually looking for the Back to the Future DeLorean out here, but they got the next best thing. This car covered in manure. That's awesome. What do they call that? A laser ball or whatever, a pipe ball? Just a spinning. It's not turned on. At least the lights on it. Just a spinning. Lots of fun, but it's time to go. That was the North Dallas Toy Show, and first toy show I've ever been to. I haven't been to one before. Lots of toys, lots of things, lots of surprises. A lot of Matchbox and Hot Wheels type die-cast models. They had a bunch of action figures. Transformers was huge. They had Girl Scout cookies. And WrestleMania stuff was there. You name it, a lot of stuff was there, but I couldn't find my DeLorean, my Back to the Future time machine DeLorean. That would have been kind of cool. This car was pretty cool, but I'm sure he was asking a bit for that because that looked really cool. I didn't ask for the price, so I didn't spend any money other than $3 and some Rosa's breakfast tacos, which are always delicious. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm having fun doing it. But for now, y'all take care, be safe, bye. Pokemon, I've never played it, so never played Dungeons and Dragons either.
You must have had a bad childhood then.